Good afternoon, good morning, whatever. It's going to be a little live this afternoon. Guy's Sunday roast. Do you like that? Do you like that? The intention is that we're going to be going through some of your music today, because you may remember about a week or so ago, I said, I'll write some happy music, and then you write some happy music and send it in, and then, hey, I know what? We'll review some of your music. Well, now is that moment. So join us, say hello in the chat, tell us where you are, all that kind of thing. I'm going to be here for, I don't know, about an hour or so. We've had over 110 submissions, so there is almost no chance that we're going to get through anything like all of them. We'll be going through a few of them, and hopefully you'll be getting, there'll be a consistent theme, I suspect, because there often is. Hello, Alice. Hello, Elsa. Hello, 23. Good to see you all. Nick Ellis, nice to see you. Let's dive in straight away and have a look at a couple of pieces we've got been sent here. The first one comes from somebody called Darquice, D-A-R-Q-I-C-E. I apologise wholeheartedly for my slaughter of your name, but never mind. Let's have a listen to your music and see what we think. Here we go. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go. Yep. Haha. It's certainly cheerful. Okay. Whoa. Get the octaves. Okay. That is cheerful. It's got a kind of 6/8 lilt to it, which is one of the things I pointed out earlier on. It's got a kind of motif. I think the motif could be stronger. It's sort of it's definitely there. It's definitely there or thereabouts. I think it probably could do with a little bit of refining of what that theme is all about. And then you can just sort of really kind of play around with it a bit more. It's a bit, I mean, look, I asked you for a minute of music and I am being critical. What? Are you kidding? No, I mean, what I mean is, if you throw everything in straight at the very beginning, even in a minute of music, you don't get any sense of kind of structure or anything like that. But look, what you've got going is you've got a very cheerful tune. You've got an interesting arrangement. You've got the 6/8 thing going. So I would give that happy thumbs up, don't you? Do we do this like that? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, right. Moving on. Who's next? Let me just have a look at my little screen here. What do you think of this? We need to know from you lot as well. You know, you've got the chat there. Post what you think, you know, etc., etc. Let's have a little look. Who else am I going to pick out? How about Ian Charles, also known as Indie Art? Okay, Ian, if you're out there, your moment has come. Here we go. It's called A Little Train of Thought. Okay, I can see a theme here. Should be getting quicker. Okay. Those horn players won't like you for that. Okay, started quite well, and the B section's got a bit lost, but let's see where it goes. That's not a bad tune, actually. And back to the A theme. Look, to be absolutely honest, that's not half bad. I mean, in terms of production, there's some room for manoeuvre, I think you can say. Look, I like the way it started. I think if you're going to do the speeding up train thing, I would have done it a bit more. I think, you know, if you're going down that road, make the most, because, you know, it's a train thing. So yeah, why not? Absolutely. I think there was something about the way the B theme came in, which was a bit kind of, and it didn't actually light my fire at all. But I think the basic tune, there's something you could do with that, isn't it? You know, it's a perfectly decent little theme which you could build into something, and I think there is potential there. Yes, did it make me happy? Yeah, it's a sort of 5 out of 10, 6, 7 out of 10, that kind of part of the world, you know. As I say, I'm interested to see what you lot think as well, so feel free to post in the chat as we go. Let's have a little look down my list here at who else has been taking part. Cosmin. Okay, Cosmin Stolan says, I have no musical knowledge, just a hobby and a dream. Oh, let's have a listen. We'll be the judge if you have musical knowledge. This is all right. This is all right. This is good. Okay, very good. Okay, why did I say very big? Because he started off, he didn't throw the kitchen sink at it to start with, then it gets really big, and then he starts pulling elements out. He's not pulling this, he's pulling some stuff out. And so when you're writing a piece of music and you've got sort of like 4 or 5 different layers and ideas, you know, swapping them around, taking one out, actually freshens the whole thing up, because then it focuses on the other, and that's exactly what he's just done here, which is actually working really well. Again. Oh, modulation! Stop. I'm trying to stop it again. Right, I thought that was really good. For a whole range of reasons, I thought that was good. The basic idea is good. He built it up in sections. He then managed to work some sort of variations on this by taking stuff out. And then, just when you thought, oh, is it interesting? He modulates, he goes to a new key, and suddenly it goes woof, and gives it a whole new lease of life. And I thought that was bang on. That is definitely sort of the... Was it happy? Yes, it was. And actually, it wasn't entirely major either. So he's done something else kind of, you know, quite clever as well. So he definitely gets the happy sunglasses. Well done. Okay, let's have a little look else. Who else is here? Let's have a little look. I'm pleased to see that. Bill Finch. I wonder what Bill Finch has been up to. Okay, this is a short piece that reminds me of being on the shore of the mighty Columbia River. I always enjoy it when I'm there. Brilliant. Good. Let's see what the mighty Columbia River has to offer. Oh, hang on, I am not a robot thing going on here. Come on, you can do
This
it.
is how AI optimizes my schedule.
Let's just wait until the ad rolls. Hang on. Go. Right, here we go. Start again. Here we go. Okay. Not wild about the top line. Whoop. Where are we going now? Oh, okay. Okay, look, this is not bad, but the underline rolling acoustic guitar definitely works. Whatever, but the top line, it just doesn't work with it, because if you look at the picture, you're looking at something which is big and organic and all the rest of it, and what I'm hearing is something really sort of synthy, and I think I would have chosen a different top line instrument. And it's another one of these where the tune is half worked through, and I think you need a really clear idea what that basic theme is. Let me just go back to the beginning and play it again. No, it's not a bad little motif. I think it just wanders around a bit to. Then maybe a first inversion. Ooh, maybe modulate up to E minor. You know, it's the actual basic idea is pretty good, and therefore I would go back and really nail down what that basic idea is if I were you. Good work though, you know, good start. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Who else is in the room? Let's have a little look. Let's roll down here. Choosing people largely at random. Kate Sloan. Okay, this is Kate Sloan saying, I'm not sure if this qualifies for happy or comedic, but it makes my niece Isabel happy when she listens to it. Well, obviously we're going to listen to it, aren't we? Here we go. See there, that was a nice predict. You knew where the break was going to come and you knew where it was going to go, and it was predictable, and that also helps the overall sense of happiness, I think. And you can't go wrong with a little pause and then a or something, can you? I mean, you know what? I think it's good. Okay, you're delightfully bonkers. I like that, and I can completely see why your niece likes that. Look, again, I think the basic melody needs a bit of work. It needs simplifying. There's too much noodling about, you know, particularly with preschool, which is kind of where this is going. I think it needs to be, you know, it needs to be relatively simple and lots of repetition so that kids can pick up very quickly on what the actual tune is. And so I think, yeah. Oh, what's going on? Sounds like a 1990. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. What? Hold on. This is not showcasing Viking music then. No, it's not. This is happy music. Okay, well, could you bump up your mic volume a little? Yes, okay, I'll bump up my mic volume a little bit. There we go. That might be better. Let me see if that's any better for everybody. Is the coffee cup and the donations, or is that the video? No, it's on the video. It's just on the video, so don't worry. Okay, right. Okay, we're going to do another one now. We're going to do... okay, well, look. Carol Tadima says, this is just happy music. And I am in no position to argue with that just yet. Oh, no, it's a download. Sorry, Carol. Hang on, let me see if we've got a different one then. Is this Carrie? Oh, this is one called Daring Do. Okay, let's see what Daring Do has to offer. It's not particularly happy. It's a perfectly... It's fine. Daring Do? Is it Daring Do? Look, I mean, it's a good sketch. This is... no, you don't... This also goes to show, to write a piece of music, you don't actually need tons and tons of kit. You just need a phone, basically, and sit down in front of the piano. And you can still, hear the basic idea coming through there, and, it's pretty clear what that basic idea is, and it's a perfectly decent start. I think he says, this is the first song I ever wrote in Mixolydian mode. It was tons of fun, but my composing has outstripped my performance abilities by a painful margin. Okay. Oh, I think we can all sympathise with that, can't we? To put it mildly. Look, well done for having a go. Thank you for sending it in. There's a perfectly decent idea there, but that's really where you start, and then you need to work out how to structure that into a piece of music. It's not particularly cheerful. It's just a piece of music. So I would say, press on. If you're going to focus on the happy music, watch the happy video. But I have to say, I did notice that was done some time ago. So it's clearly just, okay, we'll put something up there and see if he reviews it. And lo and behold, I did. Okay, let's look at something which is very specifically happy. Okay. So here is George Culpin. Afternoon, George. I present Daddy's Sense of Humour, featuring Persephone and Axolotl. The brief was happy music, and this makes me smile every time I listen to it. It's a bit mawkish, intentionally cheesy, but above all, it was great fun to make. You really can't argue with that. Right, let's have a listen and see what it's like. This track was not found. Maybe it has been removed. What? Look, there's a massive, great paragraph here with tons and tons of stuff, and then you take it down again. Have confidence, man. Okay, right, what else? Let's find another one. Happy, bouncy pop inspired by bands like Owl City, but using original chords and melody. Okay, I'll go with that, Sam. Here we go. I'm hearing this in mono. Are you hearing this in mono? Yeah, it is happy. It is happy. I quite like the drum programming, I have to say. Yeah, look, I like that a lot, actually. I think that's got a lot of... There is something distinctly cheerful and happy about it. And, I like the top line. There's quite a lot of repetition in it, but equally there's a kind of, there's a sense of, structure to it. There was a little middle eight and all that kind of thing, which I thought was pretty good. So look, I think this is, what would I do differently with that? I'd big up the main theme a bit, actually. It's a bit buried, to be honest. And I think you can mix white. Also, it's in mono. But other than that, can mono be happy? Okay, questions rolling in. Why is this in mono? Well, that was the question I asked, indeed. Yes. Are you only a using Spitfire library user? No, not at all. I use Orchestral tools. I use VSL. I use East-West. I use lots of small producers. I do use a lot of Spitfire stuff, and I've been using it for years. But no, I am, open to, in my daily work, I use anything I can lay my hands on. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's have another one. Let's have another one. What else have we got going on here? Stelios. Happy Music. Hang on, here's one. Happy Music. I don't know who this is by. It's just Happy Music. Yeah. Okay, it's got the 6/8 thing, which definitely inspires happiness. It's got a nice predictable chord progression, and just when you expected it to go up to the subdominant, it did, which is always very reassuring. Ooh, that was it. I tell you what, though, Stelios has only got 1 subscriber. Oh, what? There you go. He's got 2 now. Well done, Stelios. You've got a subscriber. Just 999,999 to go. Okay. Let's pick another one out of the random hat of happiness here. Well, let's have a little look. People who got their stuff in early, I should really... Valeri, here we go. Let's have a little listen to see what you've come up with. Okay. Okay, nice. Good. Okay, notice something here. This is a straight 1-5-6-4 chord progression, which we've heard a million times before. There isn't really a big theme over the top of it, but it is happy and it's working. And the reason it's working is because he's actually arranging this in a really clever way, because he's bringing in each element at exactly the right place. Each of them is distinctive. They've got a place in the mix, and even though there is nothing rocket sciencey going on in here, it is definitely working. Good job. Look, really good job. I think, to take it to another level, you break out of 1-5-6-4 because we've heard it a few times, and well, I don't know. I would say, oh well, maybe we need to big up the theme and the tune, but you don't need a theme and a tune all the time at all by any sense of the imagination. So yeah, look, look, I really like that, and I think you've done a good job. Well done. Let's next say this cue is Happy Christmas cue I wrote for a Christmas brief. Simple diatonic melody. Nick Sayer, let's see what you got. Okay, here we go. It's called, hang on. The Big Race, it's called. It's on his website. It's all right. Yep. Do you find that when you're just getting to the point where you're saying, okay, I need something else now, and then he brings it in, that's good? It could be a Christmas ad, couldn't it? Look, he's done a good job. Here we go. Let me just go back to the beginning again. Simple start. He's not throwing everything at it. Simple tune. Bum. I think the tune could be better. I honestly think. Just too much going on in there, isn't there? Is there? Don't we think we need a bit of a... I think there's half an idea going on here which I like, and I can't quite work out what to do with it. Maybe it needs more interesting chord progression. Something, I don't know. Getting carried away again. Getting carried away. Okay. Where do we send the link and you will review mine? You gotta be around a lot, and then we kind of do these things every now and again. This is actually a new thing. We haven't done this before, where I did a sort of show how thing with happy music and then said, send your stuff in. So this is the send your stuff in bit, which is going on now. So what can I tell you? Right, let's have another one. What have we got going on here? Leonard Leemaster. Okay, for me, this for me is a happy tune. It is actually a track from my new album. Ooh, the album is called Robin Hood, Themes of a Legend. Aha, okay, we're going to be a bit hey nonny no going on here. This track represents Robin and the merry men having a jolly time around the campfire, shortly before they got caught and executed. No, think happy, guy, think happy. That's better. Thank God, I just almost had a... Okay. Oh, this is track 10 as well. My goodness gracious me. Here we go. Okay, good start. Now, uh-oh, what's gone wrong here, I think, is the tune's gone off and changed, but the harmonic accompaniment has not. And we ended up with a bit of a... Okay, also, every time he repeats the tune, it's slightly different than the time it was before. So you're undermining the sense of repetition. No, that's not variation, that's just playing a slightly different motif. And I think it would be better if it was more consistent. Okay, good. What? Again, harmonically, it's really static though. So you could do a 1-4-5, or you could go chord 2. So you go chord 1, chord 2, chord 1B, chord 4, chord 4, 5. That works, and it just sort of lifts it up a bit. What's going on with this Viking thing? Viking music was ages ago, they say. Oh, what? I don't know. Okay, look. Let's have another one. Any other questions knocking about in here? Oh dear. What am I? What are you lot like? You're as bonkers as I am. Okay. Okay. Let's have a little look. Right. Another one. Another one. Let's go through. This is a short piece that reminds me of being on the show. Oh no, we've done that. Okay. Oh, hang on. Sam has come in and said a dog is being a dog. Okay, I'm going to listen to a dog being a dog. It's called Hap. Oh, look, and there's even a nice picture. Look, can you see the picture? There we go. Look, there is a artificial intelligence created dog, I would imagine. Oh, let's get rid of all that. It could do with more of a tune. It's all... It is undoubtedly a happy dog, but that's a tune which doesn't know where it's going. It's a tune's got to have a heart to it. It needs to have... That's not very doggy, is it? You know, it needs something which you can sort of gather around and say, okay, that's the tune, that's it, in there. So you need to sort of... Anyway, but look, this is a very happy dog. This is a nice happy dog tune. I think there's work to do. And it is interesting that a lot of you are struggling with the chord progression side of things because you may have noticed almost all of these are in C and sort of go up to a kind of a chord, a sort of F or something like that. But that's about as far as it goes. So that side of things, I think, definitely will help a lot to improve and expand your range. And it also just gives you your tools in your toolbox. If you're not just locked into chord 1, 4, and 5, you've got, there's more to life than 1, 4, and 5. Right, close a few windows. I've got about 900 million windows open here. Okay, how long have we been going? 34 minutes. Okay, we're going to be at this for about a little bit longer, but not much. Okay, I'm curious to see Guy Mitchell's expression when he listens to this piece because it's upbeat Middle Eastern music. Okay. I am prepared Are you prepared? No.
Why didn't I know about this new way of cooking?
Oh,
last
stop
year?
it. I'm getting these ads. I need to subscribe, don't I? Here we go. Yeah. So what we've got going on here is, again, a 1 and a 4. And again, it's in C. And then sort of little different motifs over the top, but at least it's alternating between a couple of different instruments. And it is definitely cheerful. It's got wandering about syndrome, though, written all over it. It's sort of Middle Eastern or anything else. It still needs to have a sense of what it's doing and where it's going, and I'm not sure this one does. But look, am I smiling? I am smiling. Does it make me cheerful? Yes, it does make you cheerful. You know, so how can I possibly odds that? Right, anyway, where were we? Quirky little tune, says Kent Cruz, which I'm hoping one day to transform into a video game track for a level that's themed around a forest filled to the brim with gigantic bones. Would help me out a lot if you get some pointers from the one and only. Who would that be? Okay, this is Kent's track. So far, so good. I'm not getting a sense that I know where this is going to go next. And that's not always a good thing. I mean, because the chord progression seems to be slightly meandering a little bit. It's not as though there's much intentionality, but well, there probably is, but it's not obvious. And so I'm getting a slight sense of directionlessness, which is not necessarily a good thing. There's some nice sounds going on in here. This is a nicely produced piece of music. It's just, as a piece of music, it needs a better structure, and it needs a clearer sense of what the harmonic progression is and where it's going. Because I think sometimes when I'm listening to the layers, I'm not sure one layer necessarily knows exactly what the other layer is doing. And there's sort of little kind of, it starts to become a bit of a mush. And even with a very ambient track like this, you still need some sense of direction and purpose. And so, you know, it comes back to having a sense of, having an understanding of what your chord progression is. And also then you've got to work out how you're going to develop. Once you've got that basic, you know, like all music, once you've got a structure, you can then work out in stages how you're going to introduce new ideas, how you're going to make it grow. I know. I'm not sure where the bones come in, to be absolutely honest. I wasn't feeling, but were you feeling bones? Were you feeling bones there? I'm not sure. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's bones in there somewhere, but it just happens not to be screaming bones to me. But okay, Okay, wahaha was my description, but not my song. Right. Does one submit for review? No, lots of people asking that. You just got to tune into the channel regularly and keep subscribed, and then you may find we do another one. Okay, this one needs a special. Does what? Okay, right. Let's now move on. Let's find another one. Have we had? Oh, it's another one for a dog. Jim Heb. Hello, Jim. This is one for a Chihuahua. This is a little ditty I wrote for my dog. He's a Chihuahua, and when he's walking, this tune just started going through my head. This is the very first ever thing I've done with my Cubase. In high school, which is now more than 45 years ago in the past, I'd written some bands. Okay, right. Come on then, let's hear what more dog music. Oh no! It's making me go to Microsoft something drive. That's a real shame. I was getting well into that, and then suddenly it's on a OneDrive and I can't get it. There's a lesson here. There is a lesson here. If you're sending stuff to a client, you've just got to make it bomb-proof. You know, you've got to make it so easy that people don't have to sign in. They just go, and there you go, etc. So when things, because you know, if I was listening for music which I'd commissioned and I wanted to go through, and there was any problem at all, I'd just move on. Okay, right. Adam Bradley, you're next up. This was written on Logic with primarily BBC Symphony Orchestra Discover. I had a lot of fun writing this piece. It's my first real go at having a complete-ish orchestral piece, and I'm very keen for some feedback. Right, here we go. Gonna play. Okay, two things to say instantly. First one is, if you've just got the pizzicato going, you could have doubled the pizzicato up with some short woodwinds like clarinets or bassoons. Because even, you know, Discover, which is a tiny, tiny library if you look at the size of it, if you arrange it correctly, it can sound really good. And you just would not have just pizzicato doing their thing like that. Okay, and so just think, what else can you put with it? You know, can you adding some shorts with woodwinds to string pizzicato definitely works. Now, but there was another problem, a big problem, as soon as the tune came in. Okay. Then it needed to go to chord 5, but it stayed on, and that is a bit of a car crash. Now it's gone to chord 4. Also, good. When you are using your woodwinds though, you're just using one articulation. You need to use more than one articulation. When it's going bum, 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 those are shorts. Bum, bum, bum. Then it goes to longs. Bum, bum, long, long, long. You know, a short note is not a long note played short. It's a separate sound, and you need to work out how to use articulations, and that would hugely improve this, to be honest. Got a perfectly decent B section with a clarinet who's going off on a melodic wander all of his own without much shape. Right, so what you need to do is, look, you can do whatever you like. There is no one way of doing this. What I would recommend, though, if you wanted to make it even better, is how about getting that tune completely lined up with the harmony underneath. Then you go. Then it goes to chord 4. But you need to get that stuff right, and it's really important. So then use more articulations and use blends of different things like woodwinds and brass and strings together. You know, work out which ones really go together nicely, and then all together, things up. Will start sounding much better. Okay, let's just have a look at a bit of feedback here. Okay, let's have a little look. Who's in the room? Good morning, you're floating down the Amazon. Okay. I'm trying to find if there's people in the room. Zero body, have you got one in here? Let me see if I can find it. If it's in the room, no, I can't see one from Zero Body. Go on, there must be somebody in the room who's sent one in. Let's have a little look. What's happening? But I'll stick around live for now. Hello, Jay. Good morning, Jay. Let's see. Review one with... Look, Fish Daddy, I'd love to, but I have absolutely zero idea which one has got... vocals on or not. So there we go. Right, okay, I'll do a couple more and then we're going to call it a day. Let's have a little look. Carl Hall. Okay, this is for his son. Okay, on his birthday. Okay. Bit quiet. The rhythm thing going on there. Very quiet. Ooh, modulating. A RAL is really unusual. You just don't hear people messing about with tempo very much these days because they just stick to the metronome and that's that. Look, this is a perfectly nicely written piece of music. I really like some of the rhythmic elements in there because they're quite inventive and it just gives it that little, it makes it sort of predictably unpredictable and that's nice. It's that absolutely that happy hunting ground in the middle. The track is very quiet, needs lifting up quite a lot. It needs a bit more identity. It's perfectly well written and it's got nice things going on, and it's got a kind of really nice lilt to it, and harmonically it's interesting. You clearly have a decent music theory background and all the rest of it. I just think it needs one thing which helps it stand up and be a little bit more distinctive. I mean, it was written for the birth of your baby Felix on the 21st of September 2021. So now he's what, 23? Yeah, 2.5. He's probably driving you mad now. Oh, did I really feel that way about Felix? Well, no, he's waking me up all night. No, so anyway, look. I think, look, I'm going to listen to one more and then we're going to call it a day, I think. You've been very patient, people. Right, my music is always happy except when it's not. Okay, look. Oh, is this Andy McCrory-Shand? Hang on. If this is genuinely Andrew McCrory-Shand, I'm absolutely going to listen to this. Hang on. It is Andy McCrory-Shand. Okay, here we go. Look, I'll tell you something in a moment. That is wonderful. That is really, really wonderful. Look, I'm sorry, it was probably peaking a bit too much because the previous one was so quiet. That has got everything you want from a piece of happy music. It's got that rolling lilt. It's got a really strong motif, which is just quietly understated, but it's absolutely clearly there. There's tons. One other thing which we hadn't highlighted today is how organic live music somehow gives it more spirit and feeling, and whether that's emotion and making it sad or whatever, or whether it's making it happy. In this case, it absolutely really, really does it. Absolutely, really, look, I'm really glad I hit on that one as the final one. Andrew McCrory-Shand is probably best known to you as the composer who wrote the theme to the Teletubbies. So he is a man who knows a thing or two about writing deceptively simple, but not, pieces of cheerful, happy music. So, Andrew, hats off to you, mate. Well done. Really, really, really good. No, absolutely. What a great place to finish. I mean, honestly, look, I've had a lot of fun this afternoon. I hope you have too. We are definitely going to do this again at some point. I hope you've enjoyed it. And, you know, leave comments. Tell me what you'd like me to do, you know, next time, and we'll, you know, be back and do it all over again. Anyway, thank you for your company. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheerio.